Are you at 1 Kings chapter 10, right before 2 Kings? 1 Kings chapter 10. I want to deal with tonight with this story. The Bible says when the queen of Sheba, now Sheba, the country of Sheba today is what we call modern day Yemen in the Middle East, if you know where Yemen is. Watch this. When the queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon concerning the name of the Lord, notice this, the name of the Lord. What name was spoken about God that day? It was called Jehovah, Yahweh. Concerning the name of Solomon, she came to prove him with hard questions. Now this woman, you got to understand something about this lady. This lady did a 3,000-mile trip, round trip, to ask some questions of the man of God, the wisest king, the wisest man. Now, 1,500 miles one way, 1,500 miles back. Now, let me tell you something. An average camel can go about 20 miles a day. So it took us 75 days to get down there to ask this man something. So she came with some hard questions. All the time people write my office and say, if I could just spend 5 minutes with you, Brother Jesse, I'd like to ask you this. And some questions are very hard. And I don't know all the answers to questions. I had a woman tell me one time, I believe you're a man of God. And I believe you got the answer to this. I said, well, what is it? She said, if a woman is 8.5 months pregnant, almost ready to deliver, and the rapture of the church takes place, what happens to the baby? Well, I don't think it falls off. I said, I don't know. But I know one thing, God's taking care of it. You get some of the wildest questions. So she came to prove him with hard questions. Verse 2. She came to Jerusalem with a very great train. Now notice that. With very much gold. Now notice it. She was bringing gold to a man that had gold by the barrel full. Richest person ever lived on the earth was Solomon. Bill Gates of Microsoft had nothing on that man. John D. Rockefeller had nothing on that man. It cost $17,000 a day just to feed his staff. That's right. Solomon was loaded to the gills, ladies and gentlemen, and she's bringing him gold. Why? Prosperity will always go toward prosperity. I want you to notice something about that. So she was bringing very much gold and precious stones, and when she was come to Solomon, she communed with him all that was in her heart. And Solomon told her all her questions. There was not anything hid from the king which he told her not. In other words, every question she asked him, he just flat told her what he knew it meant. When the queen of Sheba had seen all Solomon's wisdom, notice this, she saw his wisdom and the house that he had built. So notice it, this was one fine place this lady was looking at. This boy was not living in a mobile home. Nothing wrong with a mobile home, but I'm saying this was one fine house. Wisdom, my God. She said, look at his wisdom and look at his house. Getting happiness to flow daily in your life.
Jesse's DVD message, also available as a digital download. Order your copy today.
This product is copyrighted by Jesse Duplantis Ministries for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this product or of any pictures or accounts without Jesse Duplantis Ministries' consent is strictly prohibited.